COVID-19 positive cases in India rise to 43 with 4 more cases testing positive today. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan assures people that all necessary preparations are being made to contain spread of coronavirus. Spokesperson Health Ministry Sanjeeva Kumar rejects media reports of deaths due to coronavirus, appeals to people to reveal their overseas travel history. Markets trade in red. Sensex sinks 1,942 points to end at 35,635. Nifty crumbles 538 points to 10,451. Two terrorists killed in heavy exchange of fire between security forces and terrorists in Khwajapora Riban area of Shopia in Jammu and Kashmir. CBI conducts raids on Yes Bank in Mumbai as it files FIR against its founder Rana Kapoor and his family on charges of criminal conspiracy, cheating and corruption. DHFL promoters Dheeraj and Kapil Wadhwan also included in FIR. Namaskar, I'm Abhishek Mahajan. You are in with latest on DD News and DD India. Let's start with our top story today. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan today said that the government is making all possible arrangements to bring back Indians from Iran. While addressing a press conference, he said that if the samples of Indians in Iran would test negative, they will be brought back to India.
ईरान के बारे में यह आपको बताया था कि ईरान में हमने अपने वैज्ञानिक भेज रखे हैं, वहाँ पर लैब्स भेज रखी है। लैब्स जब वो कस्टम क्लियरेंस इत्यादि मिल जाएगी तो वो लैब भी शुरू हो जाएगी, लेकिन अभी हम वहाँ से सैंपल्स को ला रहे हैं और सैंपल्स में जो नेगेटिव मिलेंगे उनको फिर हम वहाँ से यहाँ पर वापस लेके आने के लिए प्रक्रिया प्रारंभ कर रहे हैं।
No deaths so far.
No death.
And Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan said that the government is making every possible effort to battle with the COVID-19 which has yet spread across 90 countries.
हमारे हेल्थ प्रोफेशनल्स को, डॉक्टर्स को, नर्सेज को, हेल्थ वर्कर्स को भी प्रोटेक्ट करके रखना है। इसकी भी जो है व्यापक हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, इसको भी हमें जो है इंश्योर करना है। हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री से सब प्रकार का हम लोग सपोर्ट दे रहे हैं जनता को। आप जानते हैं कि जितने भी हमारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन के लोगों को पहुंचाने के तरीके हैं, अभी तो हर टेलीफोन के अंदर एक मैसेज हम लोग भारत सरकार के स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय के माध्यम से दे रहे हैं कि मिनिमम बेसिक प्रिकॉशंस जो है कि हमको दिन भर फ्रीक्वेंटली हाथ धोना है साबुन से, अपने हाथ को आँख पर, मुंह पर या नाक पर नहीं लेके जाना है। मास्क के बारे में, सैनिटाइज़र्स के बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा भ्रांतियाँ फैलाई जा रही हैं। मास्क हर एक आदमी को लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जो केवल अस्वस्थ है उसी को मास्क लगाने की ज़रूरत है ताकि वो दूसरों को इन्फेक्शन ना दे जाए।
And assuring people and cracking all the fears regarding novel coronavirus, Health Minister said that small precautionary measures can save people from the disease. He assured people that there is no need to worry.
इसको कैसे कंटेन करना है, उस दृष्टि से इन सब बातों के ऊपर हमने बहुत विस्तार से दिल्ली सरकार के अधिकारियों से और मुख्यमंत्री के समक्ष विषय रखा है। उनको हमने ये भी बताया है कि आज अगर भारत में इतने बड़े देश में हम 2 महीने के बाद स्थिति को काबू में रखने की परिस्थिति में हैं, तो उसका एक बड़ा कारण ये भी है कि समय से पहले हमने कल्पना करके और बहुत सारी चीज़ों की तैयारी शुरू की।
And Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan chaired a review and coordination meeting on COVID-19 with Lieutenant Governor of Delhi Anil Baijal and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Dr. Harshvardhan stressed on coordinated action between all concerned departments and agencies for activities such as contact tracing and community surveillance. Meanwhile, Delhi CM Kejriwal informed that city metro coaches and DTC buses are being sanitized. He further added that those who are healthy are not required to wear face masks.
मास्क तो सैनिटाइजर्स के लिए मैं फिर से क्लियर कर दूं, मीटिंग में भी ये मुद्दा उठा था। कल भी मैंने अपनी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा था कि स्वस्थ लोगों को मास्क पहनने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। जो लोग इन्फेक्टेड हैं या जो लोग ऐसे लोगों के टच में आए जो कि इन्फेक्टेड थे, वो केवल उन्हीं लोगों को मास्क पहनने की जरूरत है जिनको सिम्टम्स दिखाई दे रहे हैं। सभी लोगों को मास्क की जरूरत नहीं है। सैनिटाइजर्स का जहां तक सवाल है, आप साबुन से, मैं भी साबुन से दिन में कई बार हाथ धो रहा हूं, आप सब लोग साबुन से कई बार हाथ धो लीजिए, वो सफिशिएंट है आपको।
And in a briefing, Health Ministry has informed that no one has died in the country due to coronavirus. Spokesperson Health Ministry Sanjeeva Kumar said that the news published in some newspapers are incorrect.
केरल से 5 मामलों की जो रिपोर्ट मिली थी, जिनमें 3 एक ही परिवार के हैं जो इटली से लौटे हैं तथा 2 उनके संबंधी हैं जो उनके संपर्क में आए हैं। यह परिवार अपने संबंधियों से के यहाँ गया था और वहाँ किसी कार्यक्रम में शामिल हुआ था। जैसा हमने कहा था, इनके अन्य संपर्क व्यक्तियों को ट्रेस किया जा रहा है। अब तक हवाई अड्डों पर 8,255 फ्लाइटों से आने वाले 8,74,708 अंतर्राष्ट्रीय यात्रियों की स्क्रीनिंग की जा चुकी है।
And External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar made a surprise visit to Srinagar and interacted with parents of students studying in Iran and discussed measures being taken. The relatives of those stranded demanded that the center airlift them from Iran immediately. And at the stock markets, the Sensex at Bombay Stock Exchange sank 1,942 points to end at 35,635 today. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange crumbled 538 points to 10,451. And the price of crude oil has plunged by more than 30% after Saudi Arabia, the world's top oil exporter, said it would step up production from next month. The commodity traded at Rs 2,591 per barrel. In morning trade, it is the biggest drop in 29 years. The decision by Saudi oil company Aramco over the weekend came in response to Russia's refusal to join the plan of Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries to cut supplies. The new strategy adopted by Riyadh appears to target Russia and US shale oil firms, many of which are known to have high production costs and lose money when crude prices fall below $50 a barrel for more than a few months. Other OPEC producers such as Iraq, Kuwait and United Arab Emirates are expected to follow Saudi Arabia's lead with price cuts and increased production from April. The Saudi decision came after marathon talks at the OPEC headquarters in Vienna, when the Russian Energy Minister Alexander Novak said that from 1st of April, neither OPEC nor non-OPEC countries had any restrictions on production. And the glittering metal has become more elusive. Gold prices now trade at their highest levels in almost 7 years, Rs 44,298 per 10 grams, as the economic impact of the COVID-19 epidemic in China has raised expectations for stimulus from global central banks to sustain economic growth. And let's know more from our correspondent Ajay Mishra on market conditions. Ajay, Monday mayhem marks worst day for Sensex. What factors causing this crash, you think?
So I think it was a triple whammy for the stock markets. Abhishek, where the world stock were, were being beaten because of the coronavirus crisis. It was a shock from the OPEC meeting, which is not concluded in positive, and when Russia did not give up its demand not to cut the production, Saudi Arab Prince, in its own have decided to cut the official prices of crude oil by almost $7 to $8 per barrel, and that spiked the global crude oil prices by almost 30%, which is the largest since 1991 in the future market. So 30% fall in the crude oil prices shocked the global markets, and the impact was immediately seen on the Indian bourses also. So we have seen the stocks like ONGC, Reliance almost beaten by 12 to 14% in the market, and almost all the indices on the Sensex were trading in the red, and they closed in the red, in fact. So almost 650 stocks were at 52 weeks low. So you can say that along with the coronavirus, the banking crisis, and the Yes Bank saga, and coupled with this unprecedented shock of global crude oil future prices fall, led to this Monday mayhem at the stock market, Abhishek.
Absolutely unprecedented shock, like you mentioned. But Ajay, doubts over instability of Indian financial system is also the reason, you think?
I think it was one of the reasons because the investors were susceptible about the stability in the financial markets because of this Yes Bank saga. But the SBI and the government on its part have assured all the investors as well as the depositors that there is nothing to worry on that front. So the FII's investors were not very confident about the Indian markets in today's trade, and that's why they actually withdraw lots of money from the Indian market, and that was the main cause of one of the biggest falls in the recent years for the Indian bourses. But experts are also believing that it is the coronavirus crisis which can lead Indian markets to somewhat more lower levels from here. So the retail investors like you and me have to be cautious while entering the market, though they are looking attractive. 10% beating, 20% beating. Some of the stocks are at all-time low, and they might look attractive for the retail investors. But experts are of the view that they should be cautious while entering the market because it may further go down. So they are advising not to invest heavily for the retail investors, but to go slow and wait and patiently read the market and then go for the investment.
Absolutely, Ajay. And one more thing, the glittering metal, like we mentioned, has become more elusive. Gold prices now trade at their highest levels in almost 7 years, if I'm not wrong. Rupees 44,298 per 10 grams.
Yeah, again, this is because of the global factors, because everybody is watching gold as a safe haven, and all the investors are actually betting on the gold for their safe investment, and that's why we have seen the 1700 level in the international gold market, and we have seen the similar levels in the Indian market. Going forward, the experts believe that till the U.S. elections, the pressure on the gold prices will be upward only, and so then there will not be any steep fall in the gold prices till the elections results are out in the United States, and everybody is betting on this safe haven. That's why we are seeing the uptick. Though the silver has shown some mild fall in the today's trade, gold is still the first choice for the investors all over the globe.
Thank you, Ajay. Thanks for your inputs.
Thanks, Abhishek.
So, moving on, the CBI carried out searches at 7 locations on Monday in connection with the Yes Bank scam case pertaining to the rupees 600 crore alleged bribe to the family of its co-founder Rana Kapoor by DHFL. The CBI has named in the FIR 5 companies, 7 individuals including Kapoor's wife and 3 daughters and unidentified people. Besides Rana Kapoor, the agency has booked his wife Bindu, daughters Roshni, Rakhi and Radha. Kapil Wadhwan, promoter of Dewan Housing Finance Corporation Limited, and Dheeraj Rajesh Kumar Wadhwan, director of RKW Developers Private Limited, a company linked to DHFL, have also been named as accused. Companies DHFL, RKW Developers Private Limited, Dold Urban Ventures controlled by the Kapoor family, RAB Enterprises India Private Limited, in which Bindu Rana Kapoor was director, and Morgan Credits Private Limited, in which Rana Kapoor's daughters were directors, are also named as accused. Moving on, 2 terrorists were killed in an encounter at Preban village in Zanpora area of Shopia district this morning. Police sources said that encounter took place when security forces received an information about the presence of terrorists in the Orchard area. Security forces, after being fired upon, swiftly retaliated, which resulted into the killing of the terrorists. The slain terrorists are the locals hailing from Kulgam district. The area has been cordoned off and the police and paramilitary forces have jointly launched a manhunt to nab the hiding terrorists. And Lalchand joined us from Srinagar to give us more inputs on this. Lalchand, what more information can you provide us?
Abhishek, first of all, as you already said, that the two militants killed here in Shopian, and now the operation is over. And besides killing the two militants, the security forces has recovered one AK-47, one UBGL, one pistol, AK magazine, one pistol magazine, one, and 9mm rounds. 5 pieces of 9mm rounds. These are the things which are recovered actually by the security forces here. And the two persons who were killed, the two militants, identified as Shabir Malik, and he is said to be from Ansar Ghazawatul Hind organization. Another one is Amir Ahmadar. He is said to be from Hizbul Mujahideen. He is identified from that organization. And now, as I said, the operation is over. Abhishek?
Yeah, and the gunfight took place during a cordon and search operation in the Revan area of South Kashmir. But Lalchandji, has the nationality of them been confirmed?
Yes, Abhishek, the two militants who were killed, they are local citizens from here. So the citizenship is confirmed that they are local. They are not from somewhere outside. Abhishek.
Okay, so the gunfight, like we mentioned, took place during a cordon and search operation in the Revan area of South Kashmir after the security personnel received intelligence inputs about the presence of militants there, an unidentified police official said. And Lalchandji, the operation turned into an encounter after the militants fired at a search party of the security forces.
Well, there was some specific information to the security forces about the presence of militants, and then after that information, the security forces launched the search operation, and during the search operation, the militants actually gunfired on them, and they retaliated. They fired back on the militants, and there was an encounter between the security forces and the militants. And finally, the two militants were killed, and the security forces recovered the other things as I mentioned. And now, as I said, that the operation is over after almost 3 or 4 hours of encounters.
Absolutely. Police also said in a tweet that the suspected militants killed in the operation were involved in terror crimes and civilian atrocities. Thank you, Lalchandji. Thanks for your inputs. Moving on, Allahabad High Court ordered Lucknow District Magistrate to remove posters of those accused of vandalism during anti-CAA protest. The High Court also directed Lucknow District authorities to submit report by March 16 about removal of anti-CAA protesters' posters. Meanwhile, a week-long exhibition cum fair, Ekam Fest, organized by National Handicapped Finance Development Corporation under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, concluded today. The fest was held from 2nd March to 9th March 2020. More than 82 Divyangjan coming from 17 states and union territories have showcased their products at Ekam Fest. Ministers of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, Krishan Pal Gurjar, participated as chief guest in today's program. Fest hosted a number of activities like cultural extravaganza, including performances by Divyang artists and well-known professionals. Additional highlights of the event were astrological consultations and foot massage by Divyang professionals.
आने वाले समय में हम ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स के जरिए भी इस दिव्यांगजन के प्रोडक्ट्स की मार्केटिंग सहायता करने जा रहे हैं। आपको पता होगा कि नेशनल हैंडीकैप्ड फाइनेंस एंड डेवलपमेंट कॉरपोरेशन दिव्यांगजन को स्वरोजगार हेतु 50 लाख रुपए तक का ऋण सस्ती ब्याज दर पर उपलब्ध कराकर उनका सशक्तिकरण कर रहा है। समाज के वंचित शोषित तबके को गरिमा व सम्मान के साथ जीने का पूर्ण अधिकार है। भारत सरकार ने दिव्यांगजन के सभी मानवीयता मौलिक अधिकारों को बढ़ावा देने, मौलिक स्वतंत्रता का पूर्ण और सम्मान अवसर सुनिश्चित करने के क्रम में दिव्यांगजन के अधिकारों पर यूएन कन्वेंशन पर हस्ताक्षर किए हैं। हमने दिव्यांगजन को लिए राष्ट्रीय नीति बनाई है।
And Sudan's Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok survived an assassination attempt after a blast in the capital Khartoum. Sudanese state media said Abdullah Hamdok's family confined he was safe following the explosion which targeted his convoy. No one immediately claimed responsibility for the attack. Hamdok was appointed Prime Minister last August after pro-democracy protests forced the military to remove the autocratic President Omar al-Bashir in April and replace it with a civilian-led government. And lakhs of women took part in the famous Atukal Pongal, one of the largest religious congregations of women in Thiruvananthapuram. Braving the scorching heat, devotees from the state and outside converged in temple grounds, both sides of highways, roads and bylines, and prepared Pongal, a sweet offering on makeshift brick stoves. Unlike previous years, women devotees, including children and elders, could be seen wearing face masks while preparing the offering as a precautionary measure in the wake of the virus outbreak. And meanwhile, in Prayagraj, Holi celebrations officially proceeded with the famous procession of Hathoda Bharat. Hathoda Bharat is one of the age-old tradition of the Sangam city, where hammer represents the groom while a pumpkin represents the bride. The procession is held every year ahead of the Holi festival. And the festival of colors, Holi, has finally arrived. Today, people will celebrate Holika Dahan, which is also known as Choti Holi. On this day, people burn dummy of demon Holika, which signifies the victory of good over evil. People sing, dance and perform parikrama around the fire, which symbolizes the victory of good over evil. Tomorrow, people will play Holi, the festival of colors. Celebrations of Latmar Holi in Mathura are underway today. This kind of celebration dates back to the era of Radha Krishna here. And the celebrations though have already begun, with people in Amritsar's Shiwala Bagh, Bhaiya, trying a new style amid coronavirus fears. People there are celebrating Holi with flower petals, avoiding colors with harmful chemicals. Well, that's all we have on this news bulletin. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.